Hello, everyone. Welcome back. I'm Natalie, your international psychic medium, spiritual teacher, spiritual coach. Call me what you will. How is everyone? Happy Sunday. Hope everyone's doing really well. I've missed you guys. It's been a couple of weeks, but it's been busy over here. It's been really, really busy. I had to be out of town. We had a couple of road trips going on. We have a lot of aquas around us, so a lot of birthdays to celebrate. But now it's Pisces season, so I welcome Pisces season. Right now, we need that Pisces energy because the energies right now with Mars being conjunct to Virgo too, and then we have Mars being conjunct with Venus. There's just so much energy around, and it's electrifying. It's electric. It's just overall, it's overwhelming. I got a lot of DMs from people like asking me, is this normal, Natalie? I've been feeling off. I've been feeling really, there's just so many things going on. Big things, unpredictable things. And I'm like, it's absolutely normal. We have to ride this wave. So if anyone's going through it right now, we all have to ride this wave, but we've got each other, and that's what's most important. Hello to the chat. I love seeing you guys. Isa is in the house. Of course she is. Always. Thank you. Yes, keep it respectful. You always do, though. No complaints. Absolutely. Of course, if you want to book a reading with me. By the way, I'm now offering past lives readings. So if you're interested in finding out one of your past lives or two of your past lives, we'll see what comes through. Then you can book a reading now via my website. I'll just add it here really quickly. Okay, everything's down below anyways. So you can find all of my details and all of my information down in the description box and in the comments as well after the live. So this is where you can go to book a reading with me. All right, real quick. I want to say a quick hello to everyone while we're waiting for people to come in, get their snacks, their beverages, get comfy, and join the live. Hello. Yeah, I wish I could do YouTube more often, but I have to remind people I'm not a full-time content creator. I am a full-time reader. So, of course, I'm going to prioritize with your readings. And I do YouTube. Well, I'm always here on Sundays. Usually I'm here on Fridays too, but if there's always time in between, I will record a video or I will go live. So just a reminder, this is not for you, the OG families. This is mostly for the new families because we have quite a few new subs. Mars Venus conjunct in Aqua of all placements. Maragda, I know you're feeling it because I am. It's been a nightmare. Yeah, Neptune is hitting hard. It is. And it will hit hard anyone with water, Pisces for sure. So anyone who has a lot of strong water elements in their chart. Hello, Terry from the beautiful coast. Nice. What's the weather like? We're expecting thunderstorms here, so I'm hoping that Wi-Fi, power, everything doesn't go off during those thunderstorms. Hello. And what a week this has been, you guys. This has been quite a week. Hi, Elizabeth. Hi. All right. Oh, it's okay. But no, I got it. But I just wanted to explain why I haven't been on for a couple of weeks. So a couple of Sundays. Thank you. My husband said I'm too pink, but there is no such thing in my vocabulary. There is no such thing as too pink. Yeah, it's just like putting makeup on is meditative for me. It clears my mind and I do enjoy, and I do take my time. I'm not great at it, I must admit, but I do enjoy doing it. It's another form of meditation, and usually I just take out all my palettes and then I'm like, I'll just play around with colors. So what you're seeing is not one or 2 eyeshadows, could be like 5 or 6. Just telling you guys. Um, all right. Thank you. Thank you, chat, for all the compliments. I really appreciate it. Right. So it's been a week. So I got a lot of DMs because everyone wants to know. I mean, the topics today are going to be Wendy Williams. I do not want to go deep into her aphasia diagnosis or into her health. I also want to remind everyone that I've done several videos with Kempire on Wendy Williams. Please, mods, if you can just link them down in the chat. If I'm not mistaken, I think we've done 3 or 4. One of them is a reaction video, but the other 2, one was recorded 2 or 3 years ago, and the other one was recorded in July when Kempire was here. He was visiting, he was staying with me. So I do recommend that you highly watch those videos as well, just to see what came through in those readings as well. Kempire knows a lot about Wendy Williams. I don't. I did learn doing these readings with him. So I did learn a lot about her family dynamics, her ex-husband, her past, things like that. Okay. But we will look at Wendy Williams in the aspect of what's next for her. What does the future look like for Wendy from now on, especially since and if this diagnosis is accurate? I'm not questioning the diagnosis, but when I did do, and I just, after this live, just go and watch that video with Kempire, and it was recorded in July. That might help as well, just to find it. So I'm not questioning the diagnosis, but what I am, because when I did the reading with Kempire, he did ask me, he did ask me about that. And I said, listen, I feel it's more of like something along the lines of bipolar. I'm not diagnosing, I'm not a medical professional. Okay. And I do avoid to talk about health stuff or do health readings on YouTube. So for obvious reasons. But I did say that I was picking up something like bipolar, something I diagnosed, and that she was getting the wrong medication. She was getting too much of it. And I could also feel some kind of addiction because of those prescribed drugs. All right. So what we will do, though, we will do another mini reading on Wendy and see what's in store in the future for her. Another thing that I want to, so here we have Wendy. All right. So I have been hearing and reading that people who did watch the documentary, Wendy's, that if I'm not mistaken, was released yesterday or the day before yesterday. All right. I've heard a lot of like people felt really uncomfortable. They couldn't watch the whole thing. They shouldn't have released it, etc. I only saw a couple of really short clips. I think it was on one of the social platforms, right, where she's berating her assistant or her assistants about bringing her the wrong, I don't know what it was, something that she wanted to eat or something. She was in the car. And I do have to say that people with dementia, I have personal experience with someone in my family having dementia, and they do get aggressive. I just need, their personalities change, right? They do change. This was the grandmother of my husband. She, from the moment she was diagnosed, which wasn't very early on, because there were already we could see some differences in her personality and her behavior, etc. From diagnosis onwards, it went downhill really, really fast. It's very challenging for relatives and the family to have to experience and watch a loved one go through that, because they get really, really confused. All right, they just feel really lost, and I don't know what it does. I'm not a neurologist, I'm not a doctor. I don't know exactly how it affects your brain and your your frontal lobe, etc., but it does affect, okay, behaviors. So just wanted to put that out there. Yes, I love him too, and I miss him, and I know he's busy with all his lives, and they're doing great. So I'm super happy for Kemp. Super, super happy. Isa, thank you for adding that. Okay, what we are going to do for the replay crew is I'm going to add them in the description box, those videos, those readings that we did of Wendy. Now, the next topic after Wendy is going to be another bombshell. Where is it? Where am I? Is it a bombshell? I don't know. But this too, I had predicted. This too, if my mods can just link it in the chat. Another reading that I did again with Kempire. We did an RHOA reading a couple of years ago, a year and a half ago. There may be an updated one. I can't keep up, you guys. I can't keep up. I can't keep up with all these readings. All right. So I do suggest that after this live or after this video, if you're replay crew, just watch these other videos because I think it's just going to piece a lot of things together. And finally, and then in the end, I will take questions from the chat. So if it is regarding these topics today or something else, we can do a quick reading in the end as well. The other one is the Prince Harry, Meghan, like all this stuff that's coming out. All right, about him visiting his dad for half an hour. Sussex is rebranding. There's just a lot around that. So we'll look at these three and let's get going, you guys. Oh, Christine, I'm so sorry to hear that. I'm so sorry. Yeah, it's very hard. It's very hard to see because you actually see that light dimming in their eyes. And that's the most disturbing part I found in my own personal experience. Just seeing them go, like, you know, their body's still going, but you can tell that their spirit's not there anymore. Their soul's just like switched out. It's just lights out, and it's disturbing. All right, Smaragda and Isa, thank you for linking those videos. Right. So let's start with Wendy, you guys. Okay, let's see what is going on with Wendy. I really hope that she does have a strong and a solid support system around her, especially now. It's extremely sad. Yeah, my heart aches for Wendy too. And you know what? There's only one Wendy. I don't ever think that we will ever see another TV host or radio host with Wendy's energy, dynamic, and Wendy star, if you will. You know, she's special. She's special in a good way. All right. So what can you, Spirit, what can you tell us about Wendy? And before I go on, a quick reminder, since we have 67 people in the live, to you guys, don't forget, like and subscribe because it does help a lot with the algorithm. And YouTube has been a biatch. All of us have been complaining about it for a long time, but it's getting worse and worse and worse. Instagram is getting worse and worse and worse too. The only thing that seems to be working a little bit better is TikTok at the moment, but I'm not that active on TikTok. So let's get back to it. Ooh, I had a jumper card. Tower card for Wendy. Doesn't look good from now on. It doesn't look good. I mean, this is a tower card moment for Wendy. The doc that just came out, it doesn't seem to put Wendy in a good light, I guess, or they're just showing too much of her vulnerable side. Again, I haven't watched the whole thing, all right? I've just watched a couple of clips, but that seems that things are not going at all well for her, and they are not going to be going any better for her. Okay. Hold on. This was just a jumper card. Let me just pull the cards and see. Queen of Cups, Six of Swords. I said that because I had to go back and watch that. Hey, Kempire is in the house. Kemp, thank God you're here. I need your help. I did too. That's exactly what I was just about to say, that I had to rewatch our video. I did it just before we came on. I remember Campfire, we did talk about, well, I did say that she was going to move. I didn't remember this. I just watched it. And you, Camp, said that her family is in Florida. I do see her moving again. She will have to. She will have to. So I will send you the link. Okay, hold on. That's easier. Okay, you guys, I'm just posting the link. This is only for Campfire. Wait. There you go. Let's do this. Okay. So till Camp comes on, I'm just gonna really quickly tell you what I'm seeing, okay? So I had the Tower moment as a jumper card, and now, hold on, let me just, Camp, I don't know if you can, or I can email it to you. Okay, you guys, hold on a second. I just need to do this really quickly. All right. Okay, Kemp, I just emailed it to you. Danielle's like, well, there you go. This is what happens. This is what happens. The video on Wendy continues. This is the spiritual aspect of things. So I get the Queen of Swords, the Queen of Cups. Every time I read Wendy, and Camp will attest to that, and anyone who's watching will attest to that, I usually get this Queen of Cups. And the Queen of Cups to me seems that she's not intoxicated, that's the wrong word, but that she is using or taking heavily something. So medication, prescribed pills, prescribed things, or even not prescribed and not, all right, legal, let's just say, okay? So to me, this is also the card where someone is like, who is not, who doesn't have clarity. I'm gonna bring Kemp up when he's ready. Give me thumbs up when you're done. You're done. Okay.
Hey.
Hey, Kemp, what a nice surprise. We missed you.
I literally was going to text you yesterday, but I've just been so busy preparing to watch this documentary and then to recap it earlier today. But it was just a lot going on.
I know. And I know now, I know that your lives are going, you've been busy with your lives, are going amazingly.
Yes. How are you?
Good. I'm good. And you know what? I was a bit nostalgic when I was watching the video today of our Wendy. I was like, oh my God, we had such a good time.
Oh my God. Because for those that did, I don't know if you mentioned this, we did a new update in regards to the Wendy Williams situation. And then we also rewatched our old video that we did and had a live reaction to that. So
yes, I did mention it. And everything is linked down below from my mod, so they can all go. And we also did a walk of fame, Wendy, like way back, like I think it was 3 or 4 years ago. And wow.
At the top of this, what did I miss? Because I literally forgot that you were having this live, and then because I had my notifications on, I was like, I had to eat something after my other live because I have to eat.
I know.
I had to eat something, but I said, okay, wait. I said, look, I dropped the link, but I meant to text you yesterday. Like, I know you're going live. I'm not sure if I'll be able to make it because I have my live recap of the, Wendy documentary.
Yeah.
But I said, if I get notified and I remember and I've eaten, most important, I've eaten.
That's very important. That's very important, guys. He came to Greece. He visited me for 2 weeks, and I know what you mean. Like both of us, when we get hangry, we get angry. I mean, you could see us like we would sit in the car and we would just not talk to each other. We would be quiet because we were hungry. So
food.
I get it, Cam. Food.
But now I feel rejuvenated. I've eaten.
All right. So what did you miss? I'll tell you what you missed. Not a lot. Okay. So really quickly, I shuffled the cards and I had to jump card the Tower card. So it doesn't look good. It does not look good. All right. And I also reminded people, or just told people who didn't watch the video that we did, that because you had asked me back then that, there were rumors going around that she had dementia or aphasia or something. And I remember that I said that I didn't see it at the time. but I did see something along mental health for sure, something along bipolarism. But again, I'm not a doctor, so I cannot be 100% accurate and predict health stuff or mental health stuff. But this tower camp doesn't look good. Like, that was a jumper card. I didn't even have, I like, just soon as I asked the question to Spirit, I got this. This is, and I just got goosebumps. She's not in a good place. It doesn't look good. It feels like it's just like whatever she's going through is getting, it's just going downhill very, very fast. Queen of Cups not having clarity, not being sober in her thinking. This could also track along the lines of aphasia, dementia, all of that.
Yeah.
Remember and that's what I was telling everyone, because you know a lot about Wendy and I didn't, and I learned a lot through you and through these readings. You said that her family lives in Florida, and I remember when we did that reading, I said I saw her moving, and I got the moving card. So it seems that she will have to move. Does she live in Jersey now, New Jersey?
Well, here's the
Or not?
thing. Right before this documentary was even announced, we did a story that another radio personality went to go visit her. She was friends with her, Miss Jones, went to her apartment here in New York City, and the doorman said, "Oh, you missed her. She moved several months ago. She moved down to Florida to be with her family." Only for us to find out during the promotion of this documentary is that her family has no communication with her at all. And meaning only time that they can communicate with her is if she calls them. They have no idea where she is technically, and they can't get in contact with her. Only if she calls them. So right now,
Wow.
we literally do not know where she is.
Wow. Okay. Wait, let me show. Camp doesn't look good, and I don't want to upset anyone. I'm getting upset. Okay, I'll tell you what I'm getting. So I do see the moving card. So whether it's Florida or she's moving elsewhere, or there is that movement like this, like she's in transit.
Yeah.
All right. But I also get the star here. And the star is all about being guided. I feel someone behind the scenes is kind of like telling her what to do, or is in control of what she does, or where she goes, what she does, what she says, who she talks to.
Well, here's the thing, because I know you
Oh,
haven't seen the documentary.
I haven't.
From the documentary, it looks very much so like she's alienated herself from her family because they refuse to allow her to drink. Her manager, Will Selby, which we talked about in previous recaps and readings.
Mhm.
And then there's this publicist, Sean Zanotti. And it's very clear in the documentary, Sean Zanotti, "Oh, I don't think she has a problem with drinking. She knows how to control it." And it's clear that there are a bunch of yes people around her. I'm not sure, maybe the cards can tell us whether or not these people are still actively around her versus I know she has a health advocate and she has a financial guardian that are in charge of everything around her right now.
Okay. I'll ask the cards, but I just wanted to share something else that came through. You're not going to like this. And you know tarot quite well by now.
Yeah.
Okay, I got the Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords is endings, like
Yeah.
permanent endings. The end of a cycle, the end of a life, the end of something. And I also got the Seven of Cups. You know what I just heard? That she's allegedly for entertainment purposes only. This is not factual, you guys. We're just doing a reading. But what I'm hearing is that she has attempted to unalive herself.
Mm.
And that's very prevalent right now. That she's not in that state. I really feel that they're worried about what she might do to herself. And now I'm going to pull the cards and ask about
No.
if someone is, what was the question again? Sorry. If someone is.
I wanted to see whether or not Will Selby and Sean Zanotti, her publicist and manager, they are still actively involved in her life. Do they see her versus, because her family does not see her. Only time they speak to her is if she calls them.
Okay. She doesn't like them. She's very. This is a jumper card. Okay, it doesn't mean that she doesn't talk to them or see them, but this is like She's put a wall up,
Hmm.
like regarding these two people. Let me see. 7 of Cups. Oh Lord. 7 of Cups, something really fishy. This is illusions. This is just putting up a front, but behind the scenes, there's a gangrene, there's cancer, there's things going on, but just putting like a veneer in front of something that's decaying. Let's just say it's a card of illusion. I got the Tower again. It does not look good. And the Empress is the Empress is the mom card. What about her son though? What about her son?
I'm so glad I watched the documentary. I did my homework. The son had been accused in blogs a couple of years ago for being the reason why Wells Fargo triggered fired the, hit the alarm on freezing her accounts because of his spending. In the documentary, he says that his mother lives a very lavish lifestyle. Anything that he spent, it was with her approval. He spent allegedly $120,000 on his birthday party, $80,000 for his apartment, $100,000 on Uber Eats. But he was taking care of her at one point before they had ordered him to bring her back to New York for this whole court hearing and things like that. I don't want to judge him on that because, look, we don't live that type of lifestyle. He grew up being a rich kid, so we have to keep that in perspective. But also, he was 21 at the time. What were you doing? If you had access to millions of dollars at 21, well, what would you have bought? I'm just saying, I'm trying to give him some from,
No, you're right. You're absolutely right. We can't judge from the outside. Okay. We're not there. We're not in there. We don't know. But to answer your question, because you said these two people, I do see them. So yeah.
Oh. So they're still around.
They're still around, but you know what? Oh, look. This is the hard working card, I work and I work to make money, I'm working towards something, or I'm working towards something to make more money. I do feel they're taking advantage. I do not like those cards around Wendy, and it is scattered. I have to admit, Kemp, they are like the energy is very chaotic and scattered. Like I'm not being given sort of like in sequence things, and I'm just what I feel is because this is what's happening in her life. It's extremely chaotic. Like she's chaotic, and she doesn't know who to trust. And then here we have these two people kind of like working. Handling her money or assets or advising or just, being in her ear in a sense.
Yeah.
But they have their own agenda. Hanged Man. Hanged Man is always like 3 of Pentacles. There you go. Hanged Man and 3 of Pentacles working together. It's just like the Hanged Man is sort of like confusing Wendy, like even more. Like she's already confused and she has her own issues, but I feel they're also triggering things. It's almost like they're doing things on purpose just to confuse her.
Like
and
to bring her back to her family home, like in the documentary.
Yes, I was just going to say that.
I look, you always said I'm intuitive. I'm watching them bring her to her old neighborhood. She doesn't really remember where she lives. And they're making it seem like, oh, they're doing this for her sake because she likes doing this stuff. It feels like they're pushing her out there. But the fact that you're saying they're doing these things to trigger things makes me kind of look at that scene in the documentary, part 1 of the documentary, a little differently.
Wow.
Wow. It's kind of crazy to me that they are still around her, but the family is not.
Yeah, because probably I feel that they're in her ear. And because she's confused and everything, they're probably feeding her stuff and convincing her about certain things. This is what I'm feeling with the Tower. Came up twice with the 7 of Cups, illusions.
Yeah.
Like creating like an illusion around her.
Wow.
And then I have the 3 of Swords. Like Wendy is hurt. She may not show it in the way that we would expect, like any one of us to show hurt feelings. But to me, she doesn't trust anyone at this point. Not even her family, because she's confused.
Yeah.
She's all over the place.
But when you think about the diagnosis, I don't know if you talked about this and confirmed that the diagnosis is true. I believe, based off of what we saw in this documentary, for anyone that didn't believe that the diagnosis of her having frontal temporal dementia or and aphasia, you see it. You see it based off of her behavior in the
That's what I
documentary.
said. Mm.
So it's hard to deny the diagnosis, but if she's in that state, I understand why she's very confused. She's not in the right state. She needs people that she can trust around her.
I did say this in the beginning. I said my husband's grandmother had dementia, not aphasia, but dementia, and her whole personality changed. And one of the things that the doctors said is like they do not take change well.
Mm,
So do not even consider changing one, like don't even change a chair or a vase in the
mm,
house because that can trigger that. And I remember in the beginning, she wouldn't take her antidepressants, but what she did was she started, and that's another thing about people with dementia. They can start drinking, and because they forgot that they had, like, let's say, a glass of whiskey or a glass of schnapps or a glass of whatever, they will keep drinking because they forget. And then and that mixed with medication can create very, very aggressive behavior. This is what we experienced because his grandma literally took her walking cane and just smashed the windows
wow.
because she had been drinking and she had taken her medication and
Wow.
she got confused. So that was a reaction. So when I saw, and I've seen a couple of clips floating on social,
Mhm.
and that's exactly, Kemp, what I said when I saw the clip of her. She's in the car and she's berating an assistant because she's,
Yeah.
and I'm like, that's so typical. That's just,
And she was based off of part one, that incident where she's in the car and she's being very um agitated. You could tell even before she left the house that she was going through an episode that day. So it just
yes,
got worse and worse as the day went on.
yes. Like you can imagine when someone like forgets things and lives in a different world and then they snap back in and suddenly they have these people around them. Who are they? What do they want from me? They're
Yeah.
telling me what to do. They're telling me when to eat. They're telling me what to do. It's frustrating. So they're not helping. These two people are not helping Wendy by keeping her away from her family
Mm, mm,
because she needs to be with people that she recognizes and that she has a spiritual and emotional bond with.
yeah.
Because grandma over here, that she would, the two people that she would almost never forget was her daughter and her grandson. So my husband and his mom. To
Mm.
the end, she would, because there's a bond there.
Which
There's
makes
a
I had a comment in regards to her relationship with Will Selby, who's her manager now.
okay.
And I had, as I was watching it, by the end of the Where is Wendy Williams documentary, I said to myself, I think the reason why he seems to be the only one that's able to calm her down, the only one that she seems to trust, is because he sort of represents now for her Kevin Hunter, her ex-husband, because that was
Mm,
what he was sort of like the protector for a long time. So in the documentary, that's how he appears to her. Even at one point, she gets very angry with Will, but then she's like, "Oh, I didn't know it was you. I didn't know it was you. I love you. I didn't know it was you." There was a couple of very just concerning moments between her and Will.
that is so sad though. But you know that happens. Like with my, again, from experience, my husband looks like his grandfather, and grandma, whenever she would snap back, she would call him by grandpa's name
Wow.
because she thought she was in a different time, that she was seeing him as a young, like his younger
Mm,
version, and he died years ago. But like it's fascinating. It's and you know what they say on a spiritual level, you know what they say about people with dementia, people with aphasia, Alzheimer's, is that they connect to their higher self. That's
mm,
where they go when they check out. That's where
mm.
they go. They connect to their higher self, and what they do is they watch as a film their life. That's why they have incredible memory when it comes to the past and past events, but
Wow.
may not remember anything about their present life.
Yeah.
So there is a connection there on a more or a higher spiritual level. But what worries me, Kemp, with Wendy, and I'll say it openly, is that it feels to me that there is like a final countdown. I'm trying to say it as
Well,
sensitively as possible.
I think we need to just be just straight talk because as I said to you guys before, shameless plug, I recapped this earlier today. And one of the things that I said was based off of Dr. Terry Simpson on, Dr. Terry Simpson on TikTok talked about this diagnosis and what it means. Basically, they were saying like 12 to 13 years left of her life, if that. Really, the Wendy Williams that we know and love, if you're hoping for a podcast, you're hoping her to return to television, with this diagnosis, that's not going to happen.
Yeah.
Just to be honest and very upfront, we could believe what we want to believe and hope for the best, but this is why I think it's so important for her to reconnect with her family and be around her family, because we don't know how long they're going to have with her.
I agree. And look, I pulled the moon while you were saying that. So it is very important for her to be with her family toward now. Now more than ever. I agree with you. Remember, not remember, because you watched the video as well, but we did talk about her son's possible addiction issues, or that came up in the reading. It comes up again, by the way. With that Page of Cups here. And I'm just saying, so
And
this is
we
so
have to remember too, look, we don't know what are in those court documents. Those court documents in
yeah.
regards to her guardianship are sealed. So we don't know what exactly the court knows. So I just want to always preface that. Yes, I want the family to have contact with her, period. When it comes to her finances and those things, according to her niece, they don't want control over her finances. They want to be able to at least see her and make decisions when it comes to her health.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you think that document, because now her family, is it her family that wants to withdraw the documentary, right? I just read something.
No, it's actually the legal guardian that
Oh,
sued
really?
Lifetime, A&E, the A&E networks, the parent company of Lifetime. They sued this past week trying to stop the documentary from airing, but they did not win. So
Wow. Do you think that it would be best for her and her legacy and her, name for it to be withdrawn?
I mean, at this point, there a lot of what we're seeing in the documentary, we kind of already knew. Is just confirming what people have been reporting on for the last couple of years in regards to
Yeah.
her addiction, the dementia, the near death situations, things like that. So, I mean, look, I think if anything, it's going to teach people more about her type of dementia, addiction, and things like that. So it's not a great look, but we have to also
Mhm.
remember Whitney, not Whitney. Speaking of Whitney, but she this was part of what Wendy did as a journalist, as a person that talked about celebrity news. And yes, it's not pretty, it's not good, but she's covered it. So I think, in
Yeah.
fairness, this is something that she would be talking about if it was someone else. And she probably would be talking about this documentary if it was someone else. So I think it's going to help people, the documentary. I like the fact
Mhm.
that the family is involved in the documentary. It's not pretty,
Mhm.
it's not, but it's what's happening to real people every single day. And now we're having a conversation about dementia and aphasia and addiction that we probably weren't having, or we stopped having. So I think a lot of people, like the Dr. Terry Simpson on TikTok, was talking about educating people on you can't stop dementia, but what you can do is slow it
Yeah,
down. And you can
that's
kind
true.
of prepare yourself, especially for those that are prone to getting it. You can prepare yourself, Mediterranean diet, challenging your brain, things like that. So for me, I'm always trying to find the positive, but I believe there truly is positive in learning from what we're watching with Wendy. The other big thing that I feel like we can learn from Wendy, especially doing the job that I do, is, oh, sorry, I just realized my little thing is popping up. I didn't realize.
No, but that's good. Leave it on so people can book tickets.
Oh, I didn't even see that. I wasn't trying to be a shameless plug.
No,
Just live before.
no, put it back on. I want you to plug your lives.
No, 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 no. Um, no, but the other important detail here is surrounding yourself with people that truly are your loved ones, the love, the love of your life. This is why it's great to have money. It's great to have success. All of that is wonderful. But if you don't have anyone to share that with, then what's the point?
You're so
What's the
right.
point?
You're so right. Absolutely. Amen to that. But the reason why I asked about the documentaries, because my little intuition is like, why now?
Okay.
Reading this, talking to you, reading the cards and the documentary, I'm like, why now? What is going on? Why are they? I think things are much worse than they're making it seem, to be
Her health.
honest. Yeah,
Hmm.
everything. And look, it's like almost, yeah, I see what you're saying. They don't want her to be in touch with her family.
Hmm.
It's crazy to me. It's crazy to me. She needs to be around her family right now, but it's not going to happen anytime soon. Now, where she is moving to, that's the other question. Now, I hope it's with her family, but the more I look at the cards, the more I'm hearing spirit. Uh, I don't see it.
Hmm.
But she's definitely sort of in transit, or they're moving her around, or she's moving.
Hmm.
Definitely.
Wow.
Even in summer, when we did, like in July, when we did this reading, I could see that. So it seems to me like that she's not in one place for too long. Like she might be home or wherever, and then they move her somewhere else. It could be, I don't know, it could be wellness clinics, or I don't know. I'm not being given that information, or I'm not being shown that.
Hmm.
But what I'm being shown is that she's in transit constantly. And I'm also hearing, why now? What are they preparing us for?
Hmm.
With a documentary, I mean.
Yeah. I don't know. Well, apparently the Guardian wanted this documentary stopped. So I'm wondering whose intentions. It should be noted that Will Selby, allegedly her manager, and Sean Zanotti, Will is an executive producer of this documentary. They did also list Kevin Hunter Jr. as an executive producer as well. And he
Okay.
spoke in the first part of the documentary, her son.
Interesting. Very interesting to me. Also, I've got to say, because I pulled the Five of Pentacles, whoever's handling her money, she's not getting any. You know what
Mm,
I mean? Whoever is in charge of conservatorship,
yeah.
just like a little bit like Brittany,
Mhm.
she's not getting any. Like she's like dirt poor right now.
Wendy.
Wendy, yeah, yeah, Wendy. Like literally, yeah. Like with this card, and I saw that. Look, Knight of Pentacles. There's a guy. Who is it? Could be this
Well,
Will guy, whoever it is, in charge of her money. But he's just doing whatever he wants to with
in
it.
the documentary, he goes into her room and I guess he had given her some cash and she had left it on the dresser. And he's like, "Why is this cash still here? Why didn't you put it into this bank account?" Apparently, he opened a bank account for her. Can we ask the cards on
Mhm.
more on this bank account? Does he have access to this bank account? Is he taking money from this bank account? This is for entertainment purposes only. Allegedly, allegedly, allegedly.
Yeah, let me put that banner down there.
Just saying. And
Um,
guys, don't forget to like the video. We got what? Almost 150 of you guys in the building. Come on.
yeah, like this video, you guys, and then head on over and watch, if you haven't already, Kempire's video on Wendy. And then
And
you'll
book a
have a
reading.
look and book a
Not
reading.
with
Thank
me. Not
you.
with me. With the tarot.
Or with Kem. He's
I'm not,
good.
I'm
He's
not
good.
reading the cards. Nope. 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 Not
You'll get
reading.
there one day.
I'll read you for Phil, though. If you want that. Book a cameo. I'll reach you for Phil.
You're gonna pull a tarot card, and then you'll be like,
I'm like,
"Well, thank you for
"Hmm, life is not good for you over here. I should do that. You should get on Cameo and do that and then read them for filth like that.
Yeah, you should. See, that's a good idea because
I'm
you
busy.
got
I
it.
ain't got time for all that.
Booked
My
and
God.
busy. Okay, let's look at the bank account. The bank account. This is
Yeah,
what I
this
feel.
other
Yeah,
bank account.
that he opened a bank account on.
I'm bad.
Seven of Cups comes up again. Illusion, like facade. Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords is someone who's just like it feels like he is like a representative of Wendy, or someone who's like a buffer.
Mm,
And he's full of shit. I can tell you that, because he's like a charmer, full of shit. He knows what to get. He knows how to get what he wants. The
mm.
hermit, she doesn't get anything. That bank account, she doesn't even know that it exists. I guess, or she forgot about it. Two of Wands, nope. It's all
Wow.
him, allegedly.
Mm,
Like I'm telling you, I don't see Wendy like someone's in charge of her money and is not giving her any of her money. It's not. It's like uh,
wow.
she's like, if I didn't know who she was, okay, and I was throwing down these cards, and you were just asking about a random person, I would say this person is broke because
Wow.
someone's in charge of her money.
So is her husband, her
So,
ex-husband.
did he ever sell that house that we
I
were
think he
talking?
did. I think he did. I'm still dumbfounded that Kevin Hunter is so broke and he managed her career for so long. He got 20% of everything. So he should have millions of dollars. Apparently, based off of recent behavior, he doesn't have a lot of money at all.
Wow. Well, we already knew that because we saw that in that last reading where he was like, there was nothing. Like, he has properties, but he doesn't have the cash.
Mm,
Well, I mean, who cares right now? It's all
yeah,
about Wendy right now.
yeah.
So, what was it? Oh, look, Val says when Wendy was lucid, she told the camera that she couldn't get at her money. That's exactly what I'm seeing and feeling.
Yeah.
She has no access to anything that's hers anymore.
Wow.
And
Wow.
that's sad for someone. Poor Wendy's been through it, really. Look, Knight of Pentacles, definite conservatorship or someone just in charge of her money, someone with a legal background, maybe, or again, I'm pretending this is not Wendy. I'm just reading right now what I'm seeing.
Person.
A person here is just in charge of all that
Wow.
and using her money and investing her own money.
Wow.
But she will never have access to that. He's taken her money, investing it for himself, allegedly, for entertainment purposes only. This is what I'm saying. So she needs to be with her family now. But it doesn't come. Look, Seven of Swords, someone who's sneaky. Someone who's sneaky. I hope there is a way where she can be with her family soon.
Are we able to pinpoint on whether it's the guardianship or it's, someone outside the guardianship or is, her team actively working with the guardianship in regards to mishandling of this money, allegedly?
What I'm getting is someone who was hired or someone, but not necessarily from her concern. It could be someone that used to work with Wendy,
Mm,
who's good with money or
mm,
has some kind of legal background, but he's being paid or he's being hired to babysit or to manage Wendy's life,
yeah.
basically. But it's not someone who's close. I'm not getting someone who's like a close friend or a close relative or anything like that
Mm,
right now. No, I don't. I just feel it's someone that she knew,
mm,
more of a business relationship.
okay. Hmm.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what's, yeah, temperance.
And you don't see the family coming into the picture anytime soon.
Let me ask specifically. Let me just like let's look at it right
Yeah.
now because this is
Because right now
important.
they have no access to her. Like I said before, they can only speak to Wendy if she calls them. That's the only
Mm.
time that they have access to her. I see Data asked the question in the chat, are they sleeping together, Wendy and this manager? Well, when Will Selby was on Way Up with Angela Yee on the radio, and he at the time, and I said this was so weird from him even to mention the story that, she tried to use me to make her ex-husband jealous, but nothing ever inappropriate happened between us. That was his words. But like after watching documentary, I kind of looked at him as and why the way I viewed the way that she may have viewed him is sort of like the new Kevin in her life, the new um protector. I feel like she feels like she needs that.
Yeah, it seems so. Yeah. So to answer your question, she wants to. She thinks about her family. She loves her family. So it's not like this is not her decision. It doesn't feel that this is Wendy's decision to say, I'll call them whenever, but I don't want to, I don't want anything to do with them when I'm not into. There's love, this Ace of Cups. And it's also, I feel that there might be sort of like a attempt for them to come together, or to talk more often, or for them to visit her. The Chariot, someone's in control and is not gonna let it happen. So yeah, and this High Priestess, they're just confirming everything we're saying. And with this Magician, someone definitely is not gonna allow for that to happen. They want her to be isolated from her family.
Of course.
They do. So
they have control over everything in her life.
They have control over everything, including her son. Kevin, why he keeps coming up though? Because I get very mixed.
Well, here's the thing, because I think there's so much going on within the story. One of the stories that I covered this week in regards to Kevin is still being supported. Kevin Jr. is still being supported by Wendy. So he is, according to reports, still receiving care. I don't know. It must be through the guardianship. So he's still receiving some sort of, allowance in regards to the situation.
Interesting. Do you think Calvin Sr. is kind of like maybe in Junior's ears? Or
wait, you mean like trying to? I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised, especially if he's running low on money. He's suing Debmar Mercury, the former production company of the Wendy Williams show. He's suing them for wrongful termination. He's having money issues. Before this guardianship was in place, Kelvin Hunter, the father, was receiving his, spousal support.
Oh, okay.
And then once the guardianship was in place, he was cut off.
Got it. Because I do see, well, I don't know where Kevin Jr. is getting his money from. He's getting some money though, so I don't know if it's part of the conservatorship where she signed off or something where he gets something, but it feels to me that he is getting some money, not a lot, like a little bit of money, maybe to keep him quiet, happy, out of the way. That's what I'm getting. I don't know, but he keeps coming up.
We didn't get a direct quote from Kelvin, but we did hear that he wasn't happy about this documentary, and the documentary is going to tarnish her legacy.
That's what I feel.
No.
Like, I feel like that's why I'm saying, why now? Like, you could reveal, like, I don't know, this documentary for me, there's something fishy. There's some kind of agenda that they're trying to push. There's something that's fishy, and I feel that something will come out, or something will come out soon about the documentary and about all this. So something's fishy here. I feel there is something that they're trying to push in our face for some reason. I don't know. Is this I don't know. I can't tell yet, because I'm not being shown. I'm not being given that information. And I do have someone in the chat who's like whinging. What she's saying, already know signed something prior, and so was the all right. So because she's saying I said on risk for you, and I will continue with this. Okay, whatever. It's Mars is conjunct all these planets, and people are cray right now. So it's okay.
We got a full moon in Virgo.
We do have a full moon in Virgo, and it's Pisces season. Full moon Virgo is really sort of like taking a minute to kind of like organize and tidy your thoughts and declutter, and even do some string cleaning when it comes to people in your life. Just really make sure that you're surrounded by people and things that help you and they make you feel good, rather than the opposite. So there is going to be a lot with this full moon, a lot of cutting ties with people, people wanting to suddenly want to move, or suddenly they want to remodel, or some kind of big change is going to happen. So it's a good thing. We need this kind of energy right now. We do need this energy for everything that's going on.
The documentary was released on the the night of the full moon.
Interesting.
You know, I found it to be quite interesting timing.
Interesting timing. I agree.
Right.
I don't know.
Is there any hope that we have in regards to this whole Wendy Williams situation? Because it seems all very like sad at this point. Like no connection to the family. People are taking her money. There's got to be some sort of hope or something, that the audience can do. I know right now people are starting to trend free Wendy Williams.
Yeah, I hope so, but I won't lie by saying that doesn't look good. But I'll pull some cards and I'll see what comes through. I just don't. The way I feel heavy and I feel sad, and this reading is chaotic and all over the place, but I feel it's because it's protecting us from seeing more information.
Is that Tower again?
Again, I mean,
can you remind the audience what that means? This is the third time you've gotten the Tower in this reading.
Yes, the third time for Wendy. Tower is catastrophe. Everything comes crumbling down. It's Tower moment. It's just foundations are being completely shattered in order to make room to rebuild something new. But Four of Pentacles. She's never, for as long as she's alive, she will never be free. All right. 7 of Wands, she's not protected in a good sense, but she's being what's what I'm looking for? Controlled. Yeah, controlled.
Wow.
Let me pull one more card. The Hermit. That's it. Hermit. This is Wendy. She's alone. She will remain alone. She will remain in this space or bubble that she is in. This lonely space and lonely bubble, and broke.
Wow.
All I can, it makes me sad. It really, I mean, to the point where I want to cry for her, because this does really make me sad, and because I'm an empath, I'm feeling that it seems that the rest of Wendy's life is going to be lonely, broke, and just away from her people.
Wow.
This, and maybe, I don't know, maybe it's good that we see her in this documentary, because I do feel that the more time passes, the more Wendy's going to change her physical look, everything. So she will be unrecognizable very, very soon. This is what I'm hearing.
Wow.
I don't know, Cam. This is sad.
It's very, very sad. But look, it's unfortunately not every reading is going to be hunky dory, as Kathy Hilton would say. I mean, she's had a powerful time here on Earth. We'll just have to wait and see and hope for the best, because like you always say, we all have personal choice, so that can always shift things as well.
It can. And Norma's in the house. Hey, Norma. Yeah, that's exactly what we said. That we said that a lot of people could not watch the whole thing because it was just too much. It was just too disturbing, let's just say.
No.
Ken, do you have a minute to help me do a quick reading on another thing that we predicted together?
Can you wait, before we even get to Porsha and Simon Gobadia? Yeah. Can you update me on what's going on with King Charles? Because I haven't had an opportunity. I feel like I'm so behind when it comes to the royal mess.
All right. So what is happening with the King Charles?
Wait, Harry and Meghan want to return to the UK? Oh, Lord.
Well, Harry and Meghan, there's a lot of things going on there. I don't know if you've heard, you haven't because you've been busy, but they rebranded themselves. They're rebranded. They have a new website called the SussexRoyal.com or the Sussex.com. which is not allowed, by the way, because that's a royal title. They were given the title of, just like you have like the King of Wales and the King of Cornwall, whatever it is. Okay, so that's not really allowed for them to use the Sussex name as a brand. So they rebranded, new website and new podcast. And then Harry traveled back to the UK.
I'm like, didn't she have Meghan, poor thing? Didn't she already have a podcast that got canceled?
Yep. I don't know if it got canceled, but it definitely did not go as well as she'd expect. I mean, she wasn't even in the studio to interview her own guests. And everything was scripted. But anyways, that's
like now King Charles has been diagnosed, but you did predict this. Didn't we?
I did predict that. Sorry?
Did we predict this one together when King Charles?
We did.
I was there for the coronation.
Yeah.
I didn't go there for the coronation, y'all, last year. I just happened to be there.
Live from London. You were in London. Yeah, you were in London, and we did that. And I did say that within 2 years, I didn't see King Charles remaining on the throne for more than 2 years from the coronation. And now we know why. I did see. No, you know what? It was when you were in London, but it was also another reading that we did years ago on Walk of Femme, where we did a reading and I saw or predicted King Charles' health going down, and that he would eventually exit from that. All right.
Oh, damn.
So
you said it better. I could kick the bucket. Sorry, King Charles.
I'm being respectful.
I'm sorry.
No, but yeah. So this is the deal. So what we also said in that reading was that I did see Harry and William in talks and trying to mend their bridge. And I did see Harry coming back to the UK, at least on a part-time basis at first, working as a part-time royal. And now this is what is like coming out now and speaking in the press.
Wow.
So that's what's going on. And a lot of talks about, because Meghan said she doesn't want to go back to the UK. She does not, this is not something she's interested in. Harry seems to have regretted, because he seems to, where was it? Do I have it here? Where he says, yeah, I love my family. This is from Daily Mirror is not the best newspaper in the world. It is yellow press, but nonetheless, they do use yellow press. They do use certain newspapers and media, the Buckingham Palace, to leak stuff, right? So it seems that, as I said, Harry, already when we did the reading, I could see them talking. How can we bring Harry back alone? So again, a reminder that I did predict that a year ago that Harry and Meghan were no longer living together. I could not see them living together or being intimate or being a couple. Okay. And I have said that I feel, this is my personal opinion, allegedly, that the divorce papers have already been drawn. Okay. But they're in negotiations regarding a lot of things. And this is proof to me, the fact that a lot of stories are now out there about Harry going back to the UK, seeing his dad, trying to talk to William, blah, blah, blah. A lot of talk in the UK about the next coronation, which is going to be William. So they are preparing.
Can we get an update? When is that going to happen? I'm sorry, King Charles.
Okay, ask me. Ask away. Let's go.
When can we even ask for a let's
see. Yeah.
Let's see. I mean, I just want to see what is the future of the royal family in regards to King William. I'm ready for that. I still every once in a while to myself say Prince Charles. I'm sorry, King Charles. Sorry.
Yeah, it's hard to say it. I mean, I have a hard time seeing him as a king, to be honest. I'm always like, currently King Charles.
What is going on with Kate? Where is Kate?
Yeah. Kate,
where's that documentary? Where is Kate Middleton?
Oh, well, I did a mini reading. I didn't want to look at her health, but I did pick up that it was serious. So it was serious. And I did see 3. So there's going to be a third royal, and not Fergie. I mean, by blood related royal with a health issue coming out, with some kind of serious health issue coming out. So we
Prince
have
Andrew?
King Charles, Prince, maybe. I didn't say who. I just saw 3. So there's Charles, Kate, and a third one soon. So let's see the future of the monarchy with Kate and William
Yeah.
as king and queen.
Yes.
Let's see.
And have you before asked about William and Harry's relationship, if it's gotten better?
No, I haven't. I haven't done an
That's the
updated reading yet. Wow. They're gonna do great. Knight of Swords. He's ready. William is ready to take on the throne. He's got ideas. He's changing things. I've said that. I've been saying this for a long time. He will change things. He will modernize. Meghan Markle wants to modernize the monarchy. He is monarchy, so he can do that. He's a royal. He's going to modernize the monarchy and change everything. He's how we see the monarchy, how the monarchy works. All of the pomp and circumstance and everything is going to be changed. Look, Star, he's going to do amazingly well. So she together. She is his strength. Okay, she's a Capricorn. He's Cancer. Just a reminder.
Oh, he's
everyone. He is a.
Sorry, Cancers. I used to like William. Damn.
All right, let's pretend he's not a Cancer, but he is.
King Charles, Scorpio, right?
Yep, he's a Scorpio.
That's a lot of water. Okay. And then Harry's a Virgo. We won't hold that against him.
Harry's a Virgo. And then the queen was...
A Taurus.
A Taurus. You're right. Yeah.
That's why she reigned for so long. Okay.
Exactly. And that's why she was so loyal to her people. Like, that's a Taurus thing, full stop. I will not.
April Taurus, but we won't hold that against her. Just saying.
Well, anyways, back to those two. They will reign fantastically well as a couple. Like he would never be able to do well or reign or take on this role if he didn't have Kate by his side.
She's a Capricorn.
She's a Capricorn. She gives him strength. She gives him he's more of the emotional. He's a Cancer. He's more emotional. She's more, but he's intuitive.
Well, here's the thing. The other great thing about their relationship is that their relationship isn't your typical royal relationship where, she's picked for him. He picked her, and they dated a long time before it became what it is now. So it's very different.
Exactly. Look at this. Oh. Ooh, that flew. I wanted to say that, and one thing that William is going to do as a king is, unlike what his relatives and predecessors and ancestors did, he's actually going to do a lot for the people. So I know they do a lot for the people now. Like, they do tours and they do these PR stuff, etc., and they endorse charities and Patreons and all that. But he's literally going to do things for the people, help communities, build, hospitals or schools for communities. He's going to give a lot of money. He's going to put a lot of money and energy into his own people and building and helping the community. So this is why am I showing the back of this card? Look, King of Wands. He'll be known as the King of Wands. So even though he's a water sign and Wands is fire, he's got a lot of ideas. He's really going to be on top of things. He's going to be a great king, honestly, for as long as he's going to be a king, because that's the other thing. Another prediction I'm going to throw out here right now, Tower, exactly, is that I do see the demise of the monarchy, and not just in the UK, but
around the world.
Around the world, starting in Europe, whether it's the Dutch.
I mean, because this is one of the, if not the oldest monarchy in existence. So if that falls apart, I can see that.
Yeah.
So
the monarchy is What was that?
How long will he be able to reign?
Well, I don't know. I'm minimum a decade, but everything's crumbling down. Society's crumbling down. Everything, like I've been saying this for so long. Like now with Pluto and Aquarius, and now with the ascension and the fifth dimension and everything, a lot of institutions, a lot of powerful people, a lot of anything that controls us as a society, as a collective, is going to crumble down. It's going down. And it will start with the monarchy because it is redundant.
So we're not going to get a King George.
We're not getting a King George. We're not getting a King George. And he's so cute.
So what's going to happen to all that money? Because they have so much like family jewels, and
it will have to go back to the people.
Oh, that's good news for the people.
It belongs to the people. So, I mean, you know how much taxes you pay in the UK? You cannot, you buy a house, it's meant to be for you, and you still have to pay a lease on the house for, depending, now laws and things have changed, because you're paying the queen. Because this is her land.
King.
So you're buying a house. So you've got to pay the queen. King, sorry.
King.
Oh,
no.
yeah,
King, sorry.
The king, excuse me. Yeah. So, you know, which is one of the reasons that people think that the monarchy and the royal family is redundant and they want a republic. They do not want a monarchy because they're like, we don't want decorative.
That's the thing, though. Being here during the coronation, I was live from the streets of London during the coronation. You can see it that it's mixed. So there are a lot of people that love it, and then there are a lot of people that don't really care, and then there's a sect of people that are really against it. So, I mean, I guess we'll have to wait and see to see how it plays out. But I mean, it's existed a long time. I can definitely see it, especially in this day and age. It just slowly disappearing.
That's what's going to happen. Like once Charles is out and William's on the throne, that's what we're going to see. So, and I feel because William is intuitive, very intuitive, not just because he's a Cancer, I can tell. So is Charles, but he doesn't listen to us. He's a Scorpio. He's darker. But I do see that William is prepared. He sees where this is going, which is why as soon as he's on there, as soon as he reigns, as soon as he becomes king, he's going to try and make these positive changes. He's going to try to change how we perceive, the rest of the world perceives the royal family and the monarchy. And I do feel that a lot of other royal families from around the world are going to follow suit.
It makes me wonder on how he's raising his little royals, like King George, and King George. I'm calling him King George already. I'm wondering. Well, technically, he could always change his name too if he was to ever, ascend the throne.
True.
I wonder if because he has these intentions in his role when he becomes king, if he's raising his kids a little bit differently in preparation to like, you're not going to live this life that I lived. I want you to have actually a childhood. It makes me wonder.
Intuitively speaking, I feel that he and Kate do want to, because don't forget, Kate is not a blue blood. Okay, she comes from a middle class family. She had a really great upbringing, but she's not a royal. She wasn't born a royal. I do feel they want that, but because of the way that the institution works and how it is, and because they're traditionalists, the traditions go back hundreds and hundreds of years. It's very hard for William to put his foot down and say, this is how, we can change things.
Yeah.
Because his dad's there. That's why I'm saying, like, once King Charles, not even when he's not king, but when King Charles is no longer here with us, that's when we're going to see.
So, sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah.
So, do you see King Charles after this cancer diagnosis not living very much longer, unlike his parents? His parents lived a long time.
In my opinion, yes, because I've seen it several times doing these readings.
Wow.
Because I've been on other people's channels who do royal readings, and every time it keeps coming up and I keep hearing it. Yeah, it's I'll just put it out there. I'm getting 5 years, just saying, from now.
How old is he now? 74,
I think. Yeah.
Okay, so he might make it to 80. I mean, look, this is a part of life. If you really believe in the, infinity of life, you don't really die. Energy never really dies. The
Exactly.
body does, but it's a part of life.
Wait,
Will Harry
you just
ever?
well, you're just upset someone.
You need to stop comparing with the cancer. Some of my favorite people are stubborn Tauruses, but they love me. No, I do love cancers. I do love
He does.
cancers.
He does. He does.
Well, no, okay, that's a strong word. I don't love cancers. Cancers and I get along very well, but I've learned a thing or two about all. I've experienced a lot of different cancers in my life, and there's been a trending thing with them. So I'm sort of like cancers. I like cancer women though.
Yeah,
Like
I mean,
I like Pisces women. I don't like Pisces men. Shady.
I'm with you on that. And you know what? We're just we're just having fun. It's all in jest. Don't take it seriously, you guys. I mean, anyways, it's a
It's a
generalization.
jest for her. I'm dead serious.
I'm trying to help here, Tam.
Dead serious about these damn. I'm playing. I'm playing. We shade all the signs. I don't think there's a sign. I was at my live show in DC, and a woman came up to the mic and she said, "Kempire, you're always shading all these other signs, but you never talk about Leos." And I said, "That is such a Leo thing to say."
That
That's
is
such a Leo thing to say.
That's so true.
Just saying.
Oh my god. But we do all the time, you guys. And anyways, it's generalization. Just because we shade cancers and a lot of times we shade not just
Tauruses.
cancers.
We shade Tauruses.
We shade Tauruses, we shade Pisces, Gemini's a lot because I have my PTSD because of my Gemini mom, but it's generalizations, you guys. You still have your big three. Your sun sign does not define you. You have a whole chart of planets and orbs and stuff going on.
The moon sign is like your next big influence, the moon one.
That's the main influence, is your moon, basically.
It's the main influence?
Yeah, because it's your emotional world. Your sun
Oh.
sign is your calling card. It's like, hey, this is who I am. I'm a Taurus. I'm a Aquarius and whatever. Your rising is how you like to appear, or sorry, it's how people see you, how they react to you.
Cancer rising.
There you go.
Cancers. That's why cancers love me.
Yeah, there you go. And then you've got your Leo moon, which is your emotional world, is how you handle your emotions. You're not very impulsive with your emotions. Leo women are different. Always with signs, there are certain signs that men and women are different from the same sign. But some other signs, they can be very, very similar. Just a reminder to anyone watching this. So, for instance, I prefer Taurus men than Taurus women. No shade to Taurus women, but it has to do with the energy, the exchange of energy, or, it has to do with behavior and things that I appreciate in people. Like Taurus women usually can be very, very, very pushy. That's too much for me.
Hey, Janet Jackson.
Is she a Taurus?
Yes. And Adele. I can see them both being pushy.
Oh, Adele too. Yeah, that's true.
I mean, I love Taurus figuratively, I think, but in my life, I don't really have a lot of Taurus around me.
True.
Funny. Just like I have a lot
You've
of
got Aries. You've got Aries around you.
Libras, Cancers again. Still try. I keep trying to keep them away though.
Yeah, I know. But they'll keep coming back
because they're probably that Cancer rising.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So I mean, a lot of Aries and a lot of Libras and Virgo.
Yeah. So you've got the Virgo. You don't have Virgo. You don't get along with Virgo.
No, they love me though. I have a lot of Virgos around me.
They love you, but it's hard for you to kind of like.
I don't love them at all. Sorry, Virgos. See, we shade them all. We shade them all. Calm down, y'all. Calm down.
Exactly. I shade aquas all the time, and I'm an aqua.
See,
so
it's the age of Aquarius right now.
It is the age of Aquarius. Go to help us. But I'm just joking.
But
let's
love Kempire.
Let's answer Norma's question.
Norma's asking, will Harry ever return to monarchy? You kind of said that maybe part-time. But let's see what
yes, he will. I just wanted to ask the cards one time for Norma, and that's the son. Yes, he's coming back. He's coming back. And look at this. We have two little boys here. This is Harry and William. Don't believe everything that you read, you guys. He's coming back. They're making this happen. very, very soon, we will have the news that Harry's back on duty, royal duty.
Ask the question, or maybe we can ask the question about Harry and William's relationship and where it's at and where it will be.
Okay, let's ask.
I mean, especially if he's coming back
Hold
to
on,
the royal family.
Exactly. So I'm gonna pull cards for Harry, 3 cards for Harry and 3 cards for William, just to see what's going on around both of them.
And for those that are just joining us, don't forget to like the video. I'm just taking over. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to book a reading, femtarot.com. Go check out the description, get the merch, get the crystals. And don't forget, if you just joined us for the Wendy Williams conversation, check out our past Wendy Williams tarot readings. And I just recapped Where is Wendy Williams Part 1 on my channel. And we are about to talk about Porsha and Simon in a second.
Yes, we will. So stay tuned. Oh, I missed you, Camp. This is such a beautiful surprise that you're here.
I have to text you. But I also didn't want to make it, because I don't like to commit to something if I can't necessarily do it. You know, I know. Especially I also like the boundaries. I don't want to, look, you see the Wendy Williams situation. I'm like, I don't want to overwork myself, and I don't want my life to just be about work.
True. No, I get it. But see, spontaneous things are always the best.
Yes.
Always.
If I see you on, then it's meant for me to, I'm like.
Exactly. You're meant for you to, okay. So wait a second.
The Virgos are in their feelings in the chat. Sorry, RN.
Oh, Lord. You guys, don't take these things so personally.
Even if you're a Taurus. We are earth signs. So we Virgos and Tauruses, we're siblingly.
That's true. That's very true. Very sibling energies as well. Oh, Data, thank you.
Love Data.
Just to watch. Yeah, Data. We miss it too, but he's busy. And I get it. And I like that he's busy. What was that?
I'm on tour.
You're on tour, and I love it. Well, being busy means that you're very successful and that you're doing things right. So that's what counts.
Thank you.
Right? So whenever he can, he'll be here. He'll pop in, you guys. He's still there. But
he'll come in every once in a while in the chat. Sometimes when I come in, though, I'm usually at the gym. So I can't
on my birthday.
I can't call in. But I was like, oh, I want to text.
You're always welcome here, and everyone loves you. And anyways, we have a lot of subs anyways that are your family, my family, they're all connected. Now, let's talk about Harry. Harry's life is a disaster right now. That's what I'm telling you. He and Meghan, I don't see it, you guys. I don't see it. This is his exit plan. Exit from the US. I don't know what's going to happen with the kids. I really don't want to read around the kids out of respect.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't read kids anyways, but I'm just saying that Harry's world right now is just crumbling in the US, not his royal life. This is his personal life. He's working. He wants to work. He wants to go back to work. He wants to make money. He wants to be visible again in the sense of his royal duties and all that. And yes, he will be given the opportunity by the royal family to come back and to take on some duties and responsibilities too.
Because Harry is a Virgo. Harry wants to return back to the easy life. He doesn't want to have to sweat and work hard here. He has to work hard. If he's a royal, he doesn't have to worry about security. He doesn't have to worry about working too hard. Everything is taken care of from him. He's like, this was cute for a second, but now, like, damn, I have to go to this meeting to get a book deal, and I gotta talk about my wee in order for the book to sell. Harry is done. I can't blame him.
Did you hear that his lawyers are now denying that he's a drug, like he uses drugs, and that they deny that a lot of stuff that he put in his book Spare is factual?
His own lawyer.
They're saying it's fiction, but the book is nonfiction. It was in the bestseller list for being a nonfiction book by Penguin House. And now they're saying a lot of stuff in the book is fictional.
Setting us up for his return to the royal family. None of that stuff was true.
There you go.
Harry, I can't blame you. You want to return back to the cushy life.
Wouldn't you? I would. I wouldn't mind. William, on the other hand, you guys. Oh my Lord, that Cancer, Cancers hold the grudges, all right? I mean, Virgo too, but not as much. William is not as happy with his brother right now. He has trust issues with Harry. He is not into this. He is not, I feel that he doesn't really want to talk to his brother either. He has to sometimes, but not out of his own accord. And then 10 of Swords. How William, I'm speaking on William's side, right? Or on not on William's behalf, but this is what I'm picking up William's energy. This is what I'm trying to say. To him, Harry's dead to him. He's hurt. He's pissed. He's not over it. Whereas Harry is like, you know what? If I come back, we can work things out. You know what? I'm going to show you that we can be okay.
Virgo.
Yeah. And William's like, no, F you. F you. You've spoken badly about me, about my wife. You put my kids in your book. Your wife did as well. I'm over it. But eventually he will give him a second chance.
Okay. Sucker.
Right now, he's not into it. Right now, he's like a little chihuahua. Like, I don't want to. But eventually he will soften out. But you know why? Because Kate will soften him up. And Kate, being a Capricorn, nurturing, a mom who wants to bring the family together, etc., she's going to be like, well, William, you know what? He is your brother. Sometimes you have to let bygones be bygones and move on and just, put it to bed. So she will help him soften up. But at the moment, as we speak, William is like, I do not like my brother. I do not want to hear about my brother. He is just an a-hole. He's created so many issues to all of us. Don't want to know him. The world. But that will change, you guys. So I just pulled the world. So their relationship will eventually change. Things will fall into place and they will be okay, but they will never, I have to say this because this is what I'm getting, they will never get back to the point, they will never be the same. So they will never be like they used to.
Yeah.
Never. They will be cordial, they will be around each other, they will work with each other, but they will not be, happy-go-lucky siblings hanging out, with their kids, etc. So Harry's ready. He's not. Harry's like, come on, give me a chance. Let me prove to you that I made a mistake and let me make it up to you. And William's like, no, don't talk to me. Just don't. So, yeah. Oh, well, definitely Harry is going back to the UK soon. He's going back again.
Okay.
Because he only went there for, I think I read that he saw his dad for like half an hour. He had a half an hour meeting. Why? His dad's sick. But I'm telling you, it's very, like, the relations right now are very, very bad. But I do see him traveling back to the UK alone. Just saying, alone. I pulled the strength card. You see the Leo. Meghan is a Leo. So I thought of her. I was just asking Spirit right now. It's like, is he going back alone? She's never setting foot back to the UK again. At least for as long as she's connected to Harry and the royal family. She's not.
Wow. All right. Let's move on to the next queen. Queen of Porsha Peach Juice Williams Gobadia. Formerly Gobadia. Well, soon to be formerly Gobadia.
Question to you. Were you shocked?
Not really. I actually kind of predicted it. I was talking with someone, we were talking about Porsha coming back, and I said, I feel like this is Porsha's way before she announces her divorce. I didn't think she was going to announce it this quickly or early, but we'll see what the cards say, because it's only some people feel like this is just Porsha's way of having a storyline that this is not real. I need to know if this is real.
Okay,
like this is a real divorce. I mean, she filed the legal documents.
She did already. She filed. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna pull.
This is breaking news.
On her birthday?
No. She filed this past Thursday.
Oh, so around the full moon.
Oh yeah, is that
Virgo? She's making room for something else. Just
A new man.
maybe. Let's find out.
Ooh, Porsha, you got me blocked, but you can't block spirit.
She blocked you? No.
And she blocked me because recently when she was on Ultimate Girls Trip, she rehashed her relationship with Simon. And I did a video saying like, she really wants to change the narrative on how this relationship came together. She blocked me on Instagram. I guess because people started, maybe tagging her or whatever. I don't know. I was like, have you not seen all of the videos that we've done on you in this relationship? Now you block me after Ultimate Girls Trip? It's all right. I still get to see it, Porsha. I still get to see all of the tea.
Oh God.
Uh-oh.
Temperance. No. Wait a second. Oh yeah. She's mad. Porsha is mad at him. I can tell you this much. And she was waiting for the right time to file. She was waiting for something to change. Whoa, there goes.
I got excited.
Okay, I'll show you the cards. I'm pulling. All right. Temperance. She was waiting for something. So she wasn't happy in that relationship, but she didn't feel like the need, let's say, to divorce him or to leave him, because she was waiting for something to change or waiting for something. This is what I'm getting with the wheel, something to change when it comes to the relationship, regarding to something maybe that he was doing or not doing. She's divorcing him because she does not trust him. She found something out.
You probably don't know this tea, because literally this divorce comes after, of course, her announcing coming back to Real Housewives of Atlanta for season 16. But it was also revealed this week in court documents that Simon Gobadia was denied U.S. citizenship because of his criminal past. And what came out in the court docs, not only did he have ID fraud, credit card fraud, he had been kicked out of the country. He look, damn.
Devil.
He was kicked out of the country. He apparently had sham marriages. Yeah, he had a bunch of
and no money. Was she expecting money?
Funny. There have been so many people that have dug information up on Simon, and I think we've talked about this too. Simon's money being funny and things like that. So that all came out before she filed for divorce on Thursday. That his U.S. citizenship and his appeal, because he was denied, and then he tried to appeal it, and they're like, no. And you tried to get U.S. citizenship under this SAW program that he was in. That's how he was actually given a permanent residence card. He tried to get U.S. citizenship through this program, and they're like, no, because you got that falsely under a different identity. I'm surprised he's still in the country at this point.
Wow. He said he lied. This is what I'm getting. He lied to her about certain kind of like an amount of money or money that was going to come through, or that maybe was tied up in an offshore. And he was like, you know what? I can't break that account yet. And blah, blah, blah. Whatever it was, it never came. Never came. This is real. This is not a storyline. She is pissed.
Well, just 6 days ago, she was writing on social media, "Be his peace" and ride or die. Just
I think it was because she was waiting for something to change, or she was waiting for something, and she found out something, and she was like, "I'm done, already done. Look at this: 8 of Swords, 9 of Swords, 2 of Pentacles." Like, yeah. She wasn't sure until a few days ago that she was going to go through with it so fast, but I can tell you. And also, they did exchange words. Something was said between them that you can't get back from that. You can't.
Wow.
Something was said for sure, and she feels like an idiot. She feels scammed. She feels scammed.
Not she feels scammed by the alleged scammer.
Well, She should have known better, but I mean, so this is legit. This is legit.
Because everyone's speculating, oh, they don't believe that it's a real divorce. She's using it as a storyline. I was like, no, I've been telling you guys this is not a real relationship from forever.
And he lies. So she's caught him in lies. Aside from all this scamming stuff, all of that, I'm talking about other, like, small little lies every day here and there. She would catch him lying about things, which made no sense. Why would you lie about that? It's sort of, it feels to me like, why would you lie about that?
Yeah, lying over the things.
Is he sort of like, I don't know if he's got some kind of like disorder where he just like, he's a megalomaniac or
Scamoritis? I don't know. What? I don't know.
Because he seems
a lot of people like to say, these occurrences of criminal identity fraud and credit card fraud happened like 30 years ago. But like I said, there's been some smoke about him even recently. So I don't know.
I don't know, but I think it will be interesting because I didn't have time to watch it. For people to watch the video that we did together was a walk of fame for Atlanta. That was a couple of years ago, and no, or maybe a year ago or a year and a half, I don't know. But I remember we did touch upon that. Yeah. We did touch upon Porsha, Simon, the whole scandal in Atlanta. So that'll be interesting because I don't remember what came through. So that'll be interesting to see what came through in that reading. So mods are anyways, they're linking everything in the chat, and I will link everything down below after this video so people can just go back and watch all these videos. I will link yours too, the one that you just did on Wendy Williams, so people can have like a playlist to watch on this Sunday. Well, it's lazy Sunday, right? I don't know. Do you want to ask me anything else about those two?
We can ask about the Real Housewives of Atlanta because they're having a reboot and what that reboot's going to look like.
I heard, and Marlo's not coming back or something like that, right?
That she's not coming back.
But are we shocked? I don't think so, right? No.
I'm not shocked, especially with the reboot news. She didn't bring a lot.
Okay, so what do we want to know about specifically? Just generally, what's up?
Just generally, what can we expect from this new reboot? Because from what we're hearing, because I know the Neighborhood Talk released their cast that they allegedly know of this particular cast, which includes Sheree being a friend of the show, which is not great. Poor Sheree. They're talking about possibly Phaedra. Phaedra keeps hinting that she could be coming back. I don't think that's happening. Kenya's coming back, Porsha's coming back, and then there's like 3 newbies that they're considering.
Okay.
Shamia was on there as a friend of Porsha's friend, so I wouldn't be surprised with Porsha coming back that Shamia secured a spot.
I've got to say, it looks good, Camp. It looks good. It looks promising to me. I feel there is going to be a lot of they're going to take 2 trips instead of 1. You know what usually they have like a big trip during the season. Well, I'm getting 2. I'm seeing traveling, or a lot of like, what I'm getting is the format of the new reboot is going to be slightly different to how Housewives usually is edited or produced. It seems to me that there's going to be a lot more, instead of having these big scenes where they're in a restaurant or a home or in an event where all of the women, we're going to see a lot of like road tripping and trips and movement in general. This is what I'm getting. I also pulled the 9 of Cups, which seems that the people are going to warm up to it. They're going to enjoy it. They're going to like it. 9 of Cups.
Okay. Because, a lot of people were like, no, they can't reboot Atlanta. No one's going to love these new people.
No, actually, I do see they are going to like, but I can tell you this. If this reboot doesn't work out, Bravo's canceling.
Oh.
And they're not canceling after a couple of seasons of this new reboot. If this first season of this new reboot does not work out the way that they want to, and that's why they're going to experiment with a new kind of like format around it, it's going to be canceled.
Wow.
So this is the last chance. But I'm seeing that people are going to enjoy it. They're going to enjoy this new, I don't know if it's the characters, like the cast, or it's going to be because it's going to be slightly different.
Can we ask the
Then all the
cards?
other
Is it because of Porsha or is it because of newbies?
yeah, let's ask specifically about
Or is it,
Porsha.
they're centralizing all of this around Porsha.
Oh, they are?
Mm-hmm. With her return,
Oh,
because she's the most recognizable person.
yeah.
She's been gone, and now she's coming back, and now all of this divorce stuff is happening.
True. Let's see. I'm asking if it's going to be because of Porsha or because of anything else.
I mean, because they're getting a bunch of new people too. I think they had like 3 new people.
Wow. Definitely it's going to play out. The Porscha's divorce and stuff is going to play out. Okay. Because I see, look, with this justice, I do see that there's going to be the divorce talk, or we might see sort of like behind the scenes regarding that, because this divorce, I feel it's going to drag on a little bit. So it's not going to be a cut and, where it's
You were
like
married for 15 months. What are they fighting over?
True. Good point. I don't know. Maybe he's contending something. I don't know. But I'm just saying that I feel that, or maybe it's convenient to drag it on. So while they're filming, things are on camera. You know what I mean? Why do I keep thinking Porsha may have allegedly someone else in her life?
Like she had someone else when she met Simon. We didn't know about that relationship.
Good point. But maybe this time this guy is on camera. She has someone though. I'm telling you, she has someone. Magician. Yeah, definitely Porsha is going to act as a producer and is definitely going to be producing a little bit. And it is going to be centered around Porsha, the way I'm seeing it. Yeah. Okay. But a new love interest.
And you said the love interest is going to be on camera?
Highly likely.
Oh.
Are they filming now as we speak?
Not yet, but this is why we're getting so much casting news in regards to the Real Housewives of Atlanta, because I think they're about to secure all of the peaches.
Interesting. Well, I don't know. Well, we have this video to reference back, but I do see someone else in her life. She maybe not from the beginning of the season that comes out, but he'll definitely kind of like come up as a cameo, or we'll get a little glimpse of him. He'll be on camera.
But based on what you're seeing in the cards, it looks like it might be a successful season, this reboot.
Yeah, so far this is what comes up. Look, Ace of Swords. Like this is going to be a great season for her, though, Porsha.
Wow.
Yes, this is going. I feel people are going to see her in a different light somehow. And I don't even watch Atlanta. I haven't watched it in years. So this is what I'm getting. That this is going to be good for her, actually, on a personally, and for her image and for her career in Housewives too. So this is going to be interesting. Yeah.
Can we talk about Kenya and where Kenya's head is at? Because there are rumors that Kenya is also signed on to come back next season. I want to kind of get a vibe of where Kenya is, because I've been hearing mixed things about Kenya's return.
But she's definitely coming back, right? Yeah.
Well, I can't say because we don't know if the contracts have been signed for everyone just yet. But the rumor is that her and Porsha are definitely coming back, and then we're getting a bunch of newbies, and then Sheree's coming back as a friend of, because Sheree will take anything at this point. I should ask you who wins Traders, but I don't think I want to know. I don't think I want to know. I kind of want to play it out.
I don't know, but I will start texting you when I watch this next. I'm so.
Did you watch this week's episode?
I haven't watched the latest one. You know why? Because I had to finish Traders UK season 2. Can't go watch UK.
It's not available here yet. It's going to be though. I think next month.
Is it? Okay.
I think next month we get it. Hopefully. I heard Australia was really, really good too.
Australia. I started watching it a few days ago. I'm so obsessed with Traders right now. I'm like, I should go on Traders. I'm a psychic medium. I should go on Traders.
But you can't go on a psychic medium.
You in the UK, they had it.
I'm not. I'm in marketing.
I know, that's exactly what I would say. I wouldn't tell them the truth.
But in your professionals, I'm a psychic medium.
In the UK, they had a psychic, and she didn't do well.
Oh,
She sucked.
oh.
She didn't do well.
She relied too
No,
much
she
on her
sucked as
power.
a psychic, but she sucked as a faithful.
I love the show,
Yeah.
though. I love the show.
I love the show. Now, who's gonna win? I don't know, but Fader is doing great.
Wait till you see this week. Oh,
I'm gonna watch this after this.
yeah,
I'm
it's
gonna watch
so
this
good.
after this.
I could watch it a third time. That's how good it was.
Oh, that good? Oh my god! I'm gonna text you once after I watch it. Oh my god, that's so good. Okay,
Everyone
stop it.
keeps saying Moa says the Australian one ends wonderfully. Yeah, I heard like a big dramatic ending for the Australian season 2.
It was shocking. I can tell. And I don't know the end, but I can tell you what was shocking. It was that one of the traders of the Australian show. If you ever want to see what a sociopath, a narcissist, egocentric, serial killer would look like playing in a game, watch Traders
Sounds
Australia season 2.
amazing.
No, this guy gave me I could not watch him because all my spider senses, I was like,
Oh,
he made a good trader, but I mean, he's a case study. Just saying. If
oh.
you're watching this, hey.
So
All right.
Phaedra makes a great trader.
Phaedra makes a great, and so would don't tell me what happened, but Kate Chastain, I think.
Oh yeah.
But she solidified herself as a faithful, so I don't know if this is gonna work, but we'll see.
Wait till you see this episode.
Oh my god, I can't wait. Now back to Kenya. Let's focus.
Yeah.
So Kenya, it seems to me that she was kind of like, correct me if I'm wrong, but this is what I'm getting. Maybe she was over the franchise or over the housewives at some point, and she didn't want to come back, or she didn't want to film with certain women. But she's over it now. I feel she's over that now. She's fine filming, etc., etc. What was the question? If Kenya is going to do well, or
just
sorry,
where's her head at right now when it comes to possibly returning
money? She wants to make her coin. Okay, she wants to make her coin. She has a lot of things going on. Three of Pentacles. She's hopeful that this time round the things will be much better for her, or at least will work out to her favor. But I feel that she's doing this because she needs projects and she needs money.
Okay.
So let me see what else comes through.
And
Yeah.
she recently finalized her divorce.
Oh, true. Maybe the divorces are expensive.
Especially this one. They were divorcing longer than they were married.
Whoa. Wow. Okay, I wasn't aware of that, because she's ready to get back. This is all about sort of image, building on her image and making money. I don't feel her heart is in it as it used to be, when she was like this genuine housewife. She knew exactly what to do to get those ratings going. I feel she's going, and she's going to be, this is my sense, she's going to be much milder. I feel she's not going to be this Kenya that we're used to.
Yeah.
She's going to be slightly different. She's going to take this on more professionally, if you will. Like, I'm clocking in for work and then I'm clocking out. So if I'm clocking in, I've got to be more professional and do 1, 2, 3, or do what producers tell me, or etc. But it feels to me this is the reason why she's coming back.
Okay.
So she will invest because she needs the coin. I feel she will invest in her part in this new reboot.
Yeah. Kandi recently announced that she won't be returning for next season. She says that she was offered a contract, but she has some big news that she's going to announce. Can we just see what's going on with Kandi? Did she really receive a contract, or did they lowball her? What's the big news that's coming? Just asking, just giving you guys a quick update on Real Housewives of Atlanta.
Let's see. What's Kandi up to?
Can we ask why Bravo won't release the Atlanta ratings? I don't know. They pick and choose when they want to release the ratings for certain shows.
Interesting. Wait, hold on. Interesting why they do that. Ooh. Hold on, my car's not going crazy.
Uh-oh.
Kandi. Death. Yeah, it's over. She doesn't. She doesn't want to come back for
Hmm.
sure. Judgment. Did she have a bad season or something?
I mean,
Was
it
she,
wasn't a great season. Marlo kept on coming for her, but I mean, she might have viewed it as a bad season.
or maybe she had a bad season with someone, and maybe someone, someone in the cast that she's not
Marlo.
happy with. What's the big news? She's definitely working on something, so there is some kind of project that she's working outside of Housewives. Um, Queen of Wands here. I feel it's all about her image. Something about her. I don't know. It feels to me like she's trying to protect her image, or she wants to change the trajectory of her career. She wants to step out of the housewives completely. She doesn't want to be associated as a housewife
Mhm.
per se, or this is the plan, the emperor. She does have plans. She's definitely working on something.
She's a Taurus, of course.
That's true. I'll say something really random right now, which just came through. I feel that I don't know if this is the big announcement, but one of the things that she's working on is maybe a clothesline or something, or um furniture or something around children, like
Oh.
clothes around or clothing, or it could be um furniture, kids furniture, or it could be
Hmm.
something around children I'm getting.
Okay.
So, which will I don't feel this is the big announcement that she wants to make, but I do see that it's in the works.
Okay. Mm.
So,
Stay tuned.
Ace of Wands, definitely she has something to announce. It's not a baby, it's not anything like that. I don't feel that. So it's not like a pregnancy
Yeah.
or a marriage or anything like that.
Already married.
Huh?
Or divorced. No.
Or divorce, yeah, No, I feel it's something more. Yeah, it's some kind of new project outside.
Mm.
I feel this is what she wants. She wants to be disassociated as a housewife. She wants the fame and the fandom that she's gotten from Atlanta,
Mhm.
but to boost new projects, new businesses.
Okay.
And she has some kind of new business that she is announcing, which is not that big of a news, but obviously she has to drum up the thing
Yeah.
so people will pay attention, right? So, yeah, no, for her it's done. I mean, I don't yeah, the world, she's changing things, yeah.
Someone
She
asked in Oh, go ahead.
Mhm.
No, someone asked in the going back to Porsche, someone asked if Porsche will remarry.
I'll ask. Hold on. Deshop says, doesn't she own a kids clothing line with Ace?
Mm.
No idea. Maybe.
I know she has some
Maybe
stuff that she does with her son Ace. So who knows?
maybe who knows? Maybe they're expanding. Maybe they're doing some big collab with Macy's. I'm just giving you some
Mm.
throwing out ideas or something like that.
Mhm.
But something regarding kids. I didn't even know she had a kid clothing. She has a son, did you
Yeah,
say?
Ace and Blaze. She has a son and daughter with Todd.
Oh, okay. What was the question again? When
Will Porsche get remarried? She's gotta get divorced first.
is this gonna be her third?
No, this would be her well, yeah, this would be her third marriage if she once she divorces
Wow.
Simon Gobadia.
Yeah. Well, that I don't know. But you guys, Portia, well, I don't feel like she's ever gonna stay single. Like there's always someone in her life. This is what I'm getting.
Oh,
As soon as she breaks up or she divorces with someone, there's always someone in her life. Now, whether she's gonna get remarried, oh God, lovers. She's never alone. She's never single. Um, Possibly. I'm not giving I would say very highly possible. I don't see it,
yeah.
but that doesn't mean that's a no. It
Yeah.
means that
It might be too soon to even navigate
yes,
because she's
it's
not even
too soon.
divorced.
Exactly. We don't even have the divorce yet. But definitely she has someone. It's confirmed again. She
She
has
has
someone
someone? Like,
already.
literally, like, right now? Allegedly?
Allegedly. For
Does
entertainment purposes
Simon have
only.
someone? Look at the courts.
What was that? What was the
Does
question?
Simon have someone too?
I don't
Or is
know.
he faithful? Let me find out.
I mean, when I mean she's got someone, doesn't mean that she's cheated on him. It doesn't mean that they were, but
But
she has some kind of an emotional connection to someone, which
uh,
is going to develop into something deeper for sure.
mm,
Hold on. Simon. Hmm, I don't feel that Simon has anyone in
okay.
particular right now. I feel he's a ladies' man. Like generally, he knows how to talk to ladies and he's flirty and stuff. But I don't feel or see anyone right now. Let me see. I'll have the Page of Wands. See, that doesn't mean anything. Hierophant, Seven of Cups. No, no. He's actually he's actually not. He doesn't. Simon doesn't want to get divorced necessarily, by the way. He's trying to save as much as he can this marriage, although he's not going to be successful. But he's fighting for this marriage. I can tell you that.
Yeah, he
No, I got
on
the
Instagram
Hermit.
something. I can't remember what he wait, I think I have it here. He posted on Instagram that he'll love his wife. Wait, hold on.
I saw that. I saw that.
He posted on Instagram, "Will stop loving my life when the divorce is final." So I guess if the divorce is not final, he's going to continue to love his wife.
Make it make sense. It doesn't make sense, but it kind of makes sense because I do feel that maybe he's hoping that she will change her mind. You know, he's kind of like hopeful for him. He wants to make the marriage, like he's fighting for this marriage for sure,
Mm,
Herman. But I don't feel that he has someone else in his life. Like
okay.
it's not. It's just he's just full of it. He's full of it. King
Okay.
of Wands, but he's so proud. His image and his reputation is everything. The way people see him, that's more important than anything for him because that's the
Mm.
type of personality that he is. And man, he's just waiting to see what she's gonna do. She's gonna go through with it. You know, is she gonna stop this?
But based on what you're saying in the cards, you see her going through with it.
Oh yeah.
No, didn't even hesitate. Wow, you could have took a minute to think about it.
Oh,
Dude.
100%. She's over it.
Oh,
Over it. Oh, 100%. He is, and he's like hoping, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it unfolds. This is what the cards are saying at the moment, but we could always do an updated reading before the season starts, for instance.
whenever that's going to happen, because right now I feel like they're just finalizing the contracts, then they have to film it and then edit it, and then we probably won't get this until the end of the year, early next year.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. We'll see how things unfold. Let's see also if this, how this divorce is gonna develop, basically.
Did you see, sidebar away from Real Housewives of Atlanta, Brandi Glanville and her accusations against Andy Cohen for sexual harassment? And Andy came out and said, it was clearly a joke, but I was wrong. I apologize. And now her attorney, Brandi Glanville's attorney, is saying, regardless of his apology, it was wrong, and you are a boss. Blah blah blah. What are you like? What is Brandi just desperate at this point? Because clearly, I don't know if we're ever going to see Morocco. That should be the question. Are we ever going to see Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip Morocco? I don't think so. I don't think you need to be psychic to tell.
Yeah, yeah. Well, we don't need the cards. I think I don't see it happening now. What's wrong with Brandi? As soon as I saw that, when it came out, I was like, there's something seriously wrong with Brandi. And I mean it, and I say this with love, Brandi Glanville. Okay. I'm not shading you, but there's something seriously wrong. Like you need to take a minute, you need to breathe, Brandi, because it's just you're all over the place.
Yeah.
She needs help. Like, and I mean it very respectfully and with love, because she's now attacking Andy. It was the Caroline Manzo stuff. There's just so much stuff around, and she's being litigious all of a sudden.
Well, she
Whereas
hasn't filed a lawsuit yet, but she's threatening to file a lawsuit. This comes after Caroline Manzo filed a lawsuit against the network and the production company.
yeah, I mean, is that going through?
You tell us. What's the card say? She filed the lawsuit, so I don't know what's going to happen with that. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they settle it, but maybe now Brandi's thinking, oh, maybe I need to file a lawsuit because now Caroline's filed a lawsuit. She doesn't have any money. Brandi really relied on this job.
That's what I was going to say. If you don't have money, why are you getting yourself into a lawsuit? This thing can be super expensive.
Because she already knows the bridge with her and Bravo has been burned. So she's sort of like, oh, well, you're going to pay me a settlement or something. Maybe.
Yeah, I'm telling you, there's something else going on there. And I'm not saying, I feel Brandi, sometimes she can be very likable. I can see that she has a soft heart in there, but she has a scorpionic, self-destructive attitude where she's like attack.
Yeah.
And she attacks when she gets hurt. So to me, she either her feelings were hurt by Andy somehow. Okay. Definitely she was hurt by Caroline Manzo and Bravo because she didn't feel protected and she felt like she was exposed and whatnot, or that they lied, whatever it was. We don't know the whole story. But I feel in this case, she's hurt and she's lashing out. And she's doing it. This is a cry for help. You guys, it's a cry for help from Brandi. I'm just saying that intuitively, this is what I'm picking up. And maybe she needs a minute to take a breather. Take a breather, Brandi. You don't need to be around the Bravo sphere all the time in a negative way.
It's the money.
I know it's the money, but is she working? She's not even working at the moment. Is she? Does she have a podcast? Does she?
It's a podcast.
Does anyone listen?
I don't. You tell me. Does anyone listen in the chat?
I'm just saying, like, if she needs the coin, find another way. She should go on Traders. There you go.
She was on Traders. This is when it all blew up. She wasn't invited to the Traders reunion.
Oh, she was. Oh, she was. Right. How did I forget that?
Season 1, she was on Traders, and then she didn't come to the reunion because all this stuff blew up.
Oh, you're so right. So there you go. There's a reason for.
That's how long she hasn't been on the network.
Wow, I didn't know she didn't go to the reunion because I didn't watch the reunion of season.
What is that? What was that card?
Oh, look. I don't even know who I'm reading, but I'm just reading around Brandi right now, and I got Death.
Wow.
Hierophant, institution, or going against the big guy, which is Bravo or Andy or big Andy, Daddy Andy, and Tower. It doesn't look good, Brandi. Step down. Don't do anything stupid. Just step down. Just stop.
Is that the advice you would give her, just to step away?
Yes, step away. Just take a moment because it does not look good. If you piss Andy's taking things right now quite lightly in jest, that's Andy. He's tolerant. But if she keeps pushing, and she does, it does not look good for her. It does not look good for her. They can destroy careers. Okay. People like Andy, Bravo. Yeah. What?
Nene was right.
What did she say?
She said that they basically blacklisted her after she sued them.
There you go. And Nene's a big name, right? Nene was an actress before she was on Housewives. Everyone knew
she wasn't a big name then. She became a big name. I mean, she did a little acting before Housewives, but she wasn't a big name. Though. Let's calm down. Calm down over there.
You're right. She wasn't a big name, but
she became a big reality TV star. She became a big, personality for the network.
Exactly.
Brandi is not even near what Nene is for the network.
No. So whatever she's thinking or whatever she's doing, it's not working. It's not going to work in her favor. So that's
damn.
Yeah, look, Brandi said she had to go to her own, and she's got boys. She's a mom. She has two boys, teen boys. And I can tell you, I mean, I don't have a teen boy, but my Taurus 10-year-old eats like a teen boy. It's expensive to raise teenagers, especially boys. They eat a lot. So everyone's calling me shady. I'm a Scorpio moon too. Yeah. So I'm just saying Brandi needs to, whatever it is, it's a cry for help. I feel just Brandi doesn't, all she knows is the Bravo world, right? She knows Andy, she knows the Bravo world. That's how she became famous. That's how people got to know her. And this is all she knows. And for her lashing out and acting this way, I feel it's a cry for help because she is she feels like desperate times need desperate measures. So
that's sad. I can only pray for Brandi. I don't wish that bad on anyone.
No, I don't either. Brandi, I feel like deep down, she is like, I know she's got that dark side and that side, shady side, but she can be she's a good person. She can be good. She can be empathic. She can be a good, loyal friend. I feel, right? I mean, but TV changes everything. Do you still Brandi will go Bethany's podcast?
I'm surprised she hasn't already, if she hasn't booked it already.
Exactly. I'm sure Bethany's on it. She's on top of it. So her boys are more like fathers to her. Really? Yeah, maybe.
That's sad.
It's sad, you know. But anyways, I hope she finds peace. She needs to find inner peace. Go to a spiritual retreat, Brandi. You know, just do a cleanse, realign your chakras, connect to your guide, ground yourself, and you'll be fine.
Sad.
All right, I think that's it for today. We covered a lot.
We did.
What a great surprise, though. It's so good to have you back. We love having Kempire in the house. I love seeing you. You look great. I love that your lives are doing fantastically. I wish I was there. I would definitely do that. Because, yeah. Supporting Cam. So everyone head on over. If you don't know who Kempire is, where have you been? Like, huh? Head on over. Please subscribe to Kempire. I'll link everything down below anyways after this video. And also check out his live shows because he is touring at the moment and they're going amazingly. Do you tour on your own? Give us a little bit more deets about your show.
Yeah, I mean, it's called Kempire After Dark. We're going to be in Philly on March 7th. We have Boston May 30th. We've got Nashville July 11th, Atlanta July 12th. We have other cities coming up. It's a one-man show. I mean, we have a couple of, little things, right before, but it's just me talking hot topics, the hot topics of the moment. So every show is very different. So
and I assume you do meet and greets and all that, right? With
meet and greets are available. Meet and greets are definitely available. So be sure to check that out. More information can be found on my socials. So
thank you, Smaragda. You're on top of it. Thank you so much. Yeah, we will. I will link this one down below as well. If anyone's in Philly or nearby, they can come and see you and say hello and get to meet you in person and get to feel that Taurus Leo moon energy. We forget about the Cancer rising.
Oh, sorry, Cancer. Sorry.
Well, thank you so much, Cam, for joining. Thank you all for being here this lovely Sunday. See you all next week. Take care. Have a great day. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye. Hold on a minute.